It's been years since I left the military, but some memories linger like shadows in the dark. This one, though, it's like a scar that never heals. A story I can't shake off, no matter how hard I try. It happened during a routine training exercise, one that was supposed to be just another day in the field. But as the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness enveloped the landscape, we found ourselves in the grip of something far more sinister than any enemy we'd faced before. We were a small unit tasked with securing an abandoned bunker deep in the woods. Intel suggested it was once used for storage, nothing more. But as we approached, a chill ran down my spine, a feeling that something wasn't right. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and the silence was deafening. Inside, the darkness swallowed us whole, our flashlights casting feeble beams that barely pierced the gloom. We moved cautiously, weapons at the ready, nerves on edge. But it wasn't long before we realized we were not alone. Whispers echoed through the corridors, voices so faint they could have been ghosts of the past. At first, we brushed them off as tricks of the mind, the result of hours spent in the wilderness with nothing but our thoughts for company. But as the whispers grew louder, more insistent, we knew there was something else at play. We pressed on, determined to complete our mission, but the bunker seemed to twist and turn, corridors shifting like a labyrinth designed to confound and confuse. Panic gnawed at the edges of my mind, but I pushed it aside, focusing on the task at hand. That's when we found it, a room unlike any other, walls lined with cages, each containing something. At first, we couldn't make out what they were, shapes lurking in the shadows, eyes glinting with malice. But as our lights swept across the room, we saw them for what they were. Experiments gone wrong, twisted abominations that should never have seen the light of day. I won't go into detail about what we found there, the horrors that still haunt my dreams to this day. But suffice it to say, it was enough to send even the bravest among us fleeing for the exit. Only, the exit wasn't where we left it. The bunker had changed, morphing into a nightmarish maze from which there was no escape. We wandered for what felt like hours, our sanity slipping away with each passing moment. And then, just when all hope seemed lost, we stumbled upon a stairwell leading deeper into the earth. Reluctantly, we descended, knowing that whatever lay below could only be worse than what we'd already seen. And we were right. The lower levels were flooded, water lapping at our boots as we waded through the darkness. But it wasn't the water that chilled me to the bone. It was what lurked beneath its surface, waiting to drag us down into the depths. I won't pretend to remember everything that happened next, the images blurring together in a nightmare haze. But I do remember the screams, the sound of my comrades being dragged beneath the waves, their cries swallowed by the darkness. I wish I could say I fought, that I made a valiant last stand against whatever horrors lay in wait. But the truth is, I ran, fleeing back the way we came, praying for a way out of that hellish place. And miraculously, I found one, a sliver of light piercing the darkness like a beacon of hope. I scrambled towards it, clawing my way out of the bunker and into the cool night air. I wish I could say that was the end of it, that I never looked back, that I left those horrors behind me and moved on with my life. But the truth is, they haunt me still, whispering in the darkness, reminding me of the things I saw and the friends I lost. I don't know what lies beneath that bunker, and I'm not sure I want to. Some secrets are better left buried, lost to the sands of time. But if you ever find yourself in those woods, if you stumble upon that silent bunker, I urge you to turn back, to run as far and as fast as you can. For there are some horrors that should never see the light of day, some nightmares that are best left undisturbed.